In order to be a professional trader or a professional investor, we need a framework of decision making. The reason for this is that a framework is the only thing that is scalable, and a framework allows us to establish mathematical certainties of success and failure, and therefore allows us to strategically plan the position sizes that we need to take in order to maximize the risk adjusted returns of the framework that we are using. The framework refers to a set of rules, and the set of rules could be derived out of any understanding of the market. Broadly speaking, the understanding of the market can be categorized into three broad verticals. First being fundamental, second being sentimental, and third being technical. Fundamental refers to assert the price of a security using macro and macro and micro variables specific to a particular security. Sentimental study refers to the perception of the wide audience to the price of a specific security in conjunction to a specific event. For example, the price of banking stocks when the reserve banks or central banks alter the interest rates, or the pricing of gold mining companies at the change of price of gold, or the impact of a certain election in the country. These things are evaluated by sentiments. The third parameter is technical. Technical basically refers to the study of price in order to take decisions and to back up your position sizing using statistical tools. So I have prepared a series of slides in order to cover this concept in some detail. Um, and obviously I'll not be able to cover all of them in a single video or even perhaps two videos, and I will gradually build on to the content so that you are if you find this video or the subject useful, I recommend that you like and subscribe to the channel, and hopefully we can become better traders together. I'll get started with the hypothesis of with the hypothesis of technical analysis. So the first important point that is mentioned here is all the information about a security is factored in the price of the security. What it basically means is that if a security is moving up in price, then the fundamentals around the security are positive. If the security is moving down, then the fundamentals around the security are negative. Think about it this way: if a stock is good, only then should it move up. And likewise, if a stock is bad, only then should it move down. Now, the assessment of price allows us to understand the general behavior of price over a period of time for us to perceive accurately what could be the underlying fundamentals of the stock. This basically leads us to an approach, or there are multiple approaches, but broadly speaking, there are two approaches. One approach could be to research all the information there is about the stock in order to infer the price. That is approach one. So often you will see, particularly in news channels, they will give you quarterly report updates of the stock. They will give you management commentary. They could give you certain option data. They could give you open interest data. They could give you the derivative contract holding, ratios of FI buying to selling, ratio of promoter holding to retail holding to asset management company holding, etc., in order to strengthen a particular hypothesis about the price of the stock. So this is one way. I mean, of the several hundred thousand ways, this is one broad category of approaching your process of decision making. The second approach, which is consistent with technical analysis, would be to research the price of the security in such detail that through that research we can infer all the information there is about the security. Because what we have mentioned in point one is that all information about the security is in the price, and therefore if we research the price in detail, we can deduce all the information relevant about the particular security. Though we will not be able to pinpoint the specific reasons, but we still be able to categorize it as good, bad, neutral. Now, In general, when we want to make money from the markets, what it broadly means is that we want to be in the direction of the market. Um, for the swing or the wave or the time frame that we are in order to understand the most likely direction of the market, we need to understand the prevailing trend in the market. And in order to understand the prevailing trend in the market using technical analysis, the first line of sight, since this is a visual process of study, the first line of sight must necessarily go into the highs and the lows of any particular security. If there are consistent higher highs and higher lows, I have made a mistake here, but if there is a consistent higher high, higher low formation, then we have an uptrend. A consistent lower high, lower low formation, then we have a downtrend. If there is inconsistency in the highs and the lows, then we are in a range. And sometimes ranges can form patterns. So, what this broadly means is that, let us say, for example, I'm jumping a few levels ahead, but let us say there is an individual who says that he trades the M pattern. So, or a W pattern. So, what is an M or a W pattern, which we will study, go through much later? M is a top pattern, a top reversal pattern, and a W is a bottom formation or a bottom reversal pattern. Now, an individual who's trading patterns, since we know that a pattern is only formed in ranges, and it's only when the highs and the lows are at specific relations to one another that that one can infer or deduce that they are patterns. Uh, the individual who's trading patterns is essentially an individual who's trading ranges. And similarly, an individual who's trading patterns within a trend is a trend trader. So there are this understanding just within these 4 points. You will have a broad category of traders even within the spectrum of technical analysis. So in order to so just to cover off this slide and to conclude the points that I have mentioned here, we will just refer to a chart. So what I have here is the chart of Nifty 50. I think we have discussed it in the past. So maybe I will just take another chart, maybe Nifty IT if I can. All right. So the first step, so the only indicator that I have used here is a 200 moving average, and the period that I have selected here is weekly. The reason why I have done this is because analysis over the weekly time frame takes several weeks, if not perhaps months or years to change. And therefore, we can be reasonably assured that whatever analysis we are doing during the course of this video will be relevant to our decision making process as we go ahead in the future. So now the first step when we look at this particular chart is, now this is the weekly chart, and you can see that we have price action all the way from 2009. So the first step to look at this particular chart is to ask ourselves what is the low doing, and we don't have to be like very astute with it. We just have to mark the pivotal lows of the security as is clearly visible to us. So I'm just going through a step-by-step process here. So you can notice that where I'm creating these structures, we are basically looking at the various lows the security has formed during its trading during its since it has traded. Now, what do we see? Do we see higher lows or do we see lower lows? So you will, I think it's quite visual that the lows that we are seeing are higher, but we have seen, you could say, even ranging lows. So fair enough, we are seeing ascending lows in this particular chart. Now the next point would be for us to look at the highs. So we just simply mark the clearly visual spots in the chart in order to mark the highs. And what do we see here? So just marking the highs perhaps in a different color for simplification. So what do we see here? Do we see higher highs or do we see lower highs, or do we see an inconsistency in highs? So while there are periods of inconsistencies in the highs, as I've shown here from say the phase of 2018 till 2020, while there is a phase of inconsistencies high, the broader move of the market has been towards creating higher highs. So, therefore, the first thing that we have understood from a clear, simple visual representation of this chart is that this is an uptrending chart. So, let us just give this limited understanding, a context. So I'll just yeah. So I think I'll just stop here for now and maybe continue this with the next video. Hopefully you have a good day. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.